Days In, or 3 Day Grace, sorry, not 3 Days In, 3 Day Grace, or Five Finger Death Punch. Just naming like a few out of like System of a Down, just stuff like that. And for me, it was like, wow, like this is like, at first, like, this is garbage. Like, who listens to this? People like just screaming. Like, what are they saying? Like, I can't even hear anything. I don't understand anything. It's just like a big ass loud guitar with drums, and then you're like, I don't know, it's like you start listening to it and you pay attention to it, and you're like, wow, this is like so deep. And like for me at least, like lyrically, I feel like metal music, or maybe not all metal music. I don't even know if you can consider all of that, but I just named metal. But all that like heavy rock music has some of like the deepest lyrics, like ever. Like I swear to you, like I like you sit there and you listen to what they say, and you, at least me, I get like goosebumps. I get like, I'm like, wow, like that's so good. I was like, wow, that's some really good lyrics. I'm not saying like it's generic for that to only happen with that kind of music, but it's like what took me by surprise. Like I was like, oh wow, like I don't even like the guitar or the drums, or like I'm not like a fanatic, like, oh, I love this, but it's like so much more than that, and you just dive deep into it, and like the wailing guitars, just like, I don't know, man. It at one point it got me like really going. But right now I'm like a Steve Lacy. Like you could call it indie music. I don't know if it's indie music. I don't want to be that indie guy. Oh, you know, like Arctic Monkeys kind of guy. Like I want to say this right now. Not a lot of people like this take. Arctic Monkeys. Sorry, dude. I mean, you can be good. I mean, they're probably a good band to some people, but not to me. No, I'm kidding. It's like I think they're terrible. I just don't enjoy them as much as other people. Like people go crazy. They go cuckoo for Arctic Monkeys, and I'm just like, okay, it's a monkey in the Arctic. Like, what's the big deal? But yeah, no. I mean, they have good music. I just don't like, fanboy over Arctic Monkeys. Anyway, just my 2 cents on that topic. I watched If the other day with my girlfriend. I was like, she like surprised me. I was like, hey, look, let's go somewhere. I was like, oh, you wanna go somewhere? Okay, where do you wanna go? I was like, oh, it's a surprise. She says, I'm like, wow, okay. And we walked like 30 minutes to the movie theater, and I watched If, and I was like, wow. Like I didn't know where I was. I went into a room and it was full of kids. Like it was just like it's like a kids movie in theory. And bro, like I watched that, and I'm not gonna spoil anything because I'm not gonna spoil anything because my first episode I think I spoiled something about Breaking Bad, and I just didn't cut it out. Yeah, if you haven't watched Breaking Bad by now, come on guys, what are you doing? Bro, there was a scene where, or I'm not gonna say it, but bro, I was like, oh my god, there's no way this is happening. And I was like getting emotional, bro. I didn't cry, because boys don't cry. Really good song. But I was like, wow, like, this is like powerful. I was like, oh my god, like it really got to me. Like if you want to watch it with a couple, I think it's a really good movie to watch as a couple. And if you're single, bro, go watch it anyway. It's pretty good. Or with like a friend. I don't know. It's pretty fire. I'm not really a movie guy though, or a series guy. And it's kind of weird, I know, because I watched Breaking Bad and The Office. I don't want to like make this like a Breaking Bad channel, but like I don't know. It's just like this is the issue I have, right? I've watched Breaking Bad and it was so good, so flawless, so like high tier content. How can I watch anything else and not, like, I just don't feel the same. Like I remember like waking up every day thinking about, okay, today I'm gonna watch another episode with my family, and I just don't feel that way about any other show now. I just don't. I don't know, maybe it's like the circumstance, but dude, it's just insane. Like it's like in a sense like Breaking Bad ruined my life because I can't watch anything and not be like, oh well. It's like it got me to such a high, such an extreme moment that I don't know if I can ever reach that again. It's kind of like doing drugs. I've never done all of you. I mean, okay, all of you. I mean, like I guess all my viewers, because you're all from different places. Dude, it's so cool to see like some people from the States, some people from Europe, some people from Australia, South Africa. I mean, I know I just kind of said Europe, and there's like 50 countries in Europe, but I just kind of like just generalized it like that because there's so many of you from different places, like Czechoslovakia doesn't exist anymore. Jesus, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Austria. I had Italian, I had Spanish, I had French, I had the UK, I had Ireland, I had the Netherlands. I didn't have anyone from Belgium yet. I had Germany, Denmark, Finland, Norway. I didn't have anyone from Sweden. It's what I mean. It's like, dude, like I'm gonna forget naming one of them. But yeah, pretty cool. Anyway, back to the whole drug thing. I don't go down taking drugs by any means, but when I was younger, I had the boof. I mean marijuana when I say that. And I had it on 2 occasions. One occasion I was with my friends, and someone bought some stuff, and we just kind of did it, and I didn't really feel anything. I was like, oh well, this was like kind of boring, like nothing happened, And I used to like be like a I don't want to say AAA athlete, but I was pretty like athletic back in the day, so I was like smoking, like what am I doing? But I read somewhere it like relaxed you after like you train or something. I don't know, dude. I don't know, just when you're dumb and you have bad influences around you, or maybe not bad, or yeah, I guess it's a bad influence around you. And then later on, I had like a gathering at my house with like 7 friends, and one of these dudes had some like insane like anxiety problems, and he was from California, and he had something prescribed from California. It was like a dab pen with like weed oil, weed wax. If you want to get into it, you can like look it up and stuff. I do not recommend taking that stuff ever. It is the most insane thing I've ever tried in my life, and I'm never trying marijuana because of it again. Basically, it's 100% THC, and there's no CBD in it, and there's some other stuff in it. I don't even know, dude. It was like, anyway. So I'd smoked before, and I was like, oh well, this is gonna be a walk in the park, and dude, bro, okay. Let me just reenact it a little bit. I was there. I was with the thing, and I go right, and I was like, wow, like I felt something. I felt like a little bit like anxious. I was like, whoa, what's this? Like I took like a hard hit, and again, I just want to say I'm not this kind of person. It's just my mistakes throughout life, and how I learned to overcome them, I guess, or just like I'm just sharing them. It's just something that happened in my life which I don't condone. And it was a mistake. No, it wasn't a mistake, but let me get to that in a bit. And I was like, oh, like I was anxious, whatever, and I didn't really feel anything crazy yet, but I didn't know yet was a thing. So I grab it again, and I take another massive hit. Right, I take a bad hit. How would they say it? A bad hit. And bro, my whole world just turned upside down. Like I am telling you guys, I don't know what I was thinking. I was just like my whole room was spinning. I felt like little ants crawling up my legs, and my heart was beating so fast. And I was like, I wanted to like move and just get everything out. Like, dude, it was insane. I was like having like I was freaking out. I was literally freaking out because it was so much THC. Like, I think someone explained it to me. It was like the equivalent of like taking a puff of that. It was like a whole blunt. I don't know if you guys know what a blunt is. It's like a joint is like this much marijuana. A blunt is like this much. Wow, how do I know this much? I had friends, bro. I had bad influences throughout my life, and I never did drugs except those 2 times, and I regret both of them. Or I don't regret them. And let me get to it. I haven't gone to it yet. And dude, I was like, it's called like derealization, I believe. Where you guys know GTA? Have you ever played GTA? When you like, you see like behind, like, you know what I mean? Like you're like, it's like you see behind your character and you're walking. Well, that was me. I could see the back of my head. Like I was out of my body. I had like an out of body experience. And yeah, but with time, I actually learned the actual effects of what I took lasted like what felt to me a week, maybe it was like 5 days, I don't know. And then after that, it was just pure anxiety and panic attacks. But why was I having these panic attacks and anxiety? Now that's very personal, but you know, I'm already here. I'm already gonna tell it. Whatever. So during my life, I moved a lot, right? And you're gonna have to forget a lot of friends and a lot of things that you miss, and you kind of bottle it up, right? To not feel the pain of moving and just a lot of things. You know, like I had gone through a lot of changes, and I guess my way of resolving things was just bottle it up. And what happened when I took that second hit of the pen, it was like that bottle cap just unplugged, right? And everything that I had ever held in my entire life had just come out in that second, and it was too much for my body to handle. And so my body reacted by derealizing myself, which is this thing when you separate your brain from your body. Again, this is my experience. Some people experience other things. Whatever. I don't take drugs. This is my experience, and we're gonna learn from my mistakes. And right, so it wasn't that the dab pen made me this way. It was everything I had ever held in my life, and this just enabled me to unlock that which was bottled, if that makes sense. And it was like 8 years of bottling that I just bottled up, and I just hadn't ever expressed or talked about it with anyone. Like, I wanted to fix my anxiety and my panic attacks so bad that I dove really deeply into my past to figure out where the issue was. Because at first I thought it was like, like this drug like made me this way, and no, the drug just enabled me to think about what was wrong with me. And I had a lot of stuff wrong with me. Everyone has their own problems, of course, and no matter what they are, to a person it can be big, it can be small. Anyway, it doesn't matter. And well, yeah, so I started going to therapy. I started, like thinking about what I wanted to do with my life, what my meaning was, it was like an awakening. It was literally an awakening. It was like a ritual almost. I don't like the word ritual. It was like, I don't know. Anyway, I was separated mind and body like forever, and it was like the scary. I thought my life was over. I genuinely thought my life was over, and I don't recommend anyone doing what I did. Like, it was just dumb. If you actually go ahead and do it, bro, it's your life. I'm not gonna impede you from doing anything. You can do whatever you want with your life, but I don't recommend it. I just want to clarify this because I don't want to Anyway, it doesn't matter. And yeah, dude, it was not fun at all. But now that I'm here, I can reflect on it, and I'm back in place. Like, I'm back in my shell, I guess you could call it. Because I managed to process everything and talk about everything that was wrong with me, and I realized that the biggest issue I had in my life, and that a lot of people have, and I understood this once I felt all of this, is that we bottle everything up. We just bottle it up in a bottle, and we leave it there, deep inside of us, hoping it will never come out. And by bottling things up, you become numb, because you numb those emotions, and it's not like you get to numb just what you're numb to. You numb everything, even if it's slightly. You numb it. Happiness, joy, sarcasm, fear. You numb everything, and it leads you to just a deep hole of desperation where you don't know what's wrong with you, and you want to dive deep inside of you, but unconsciously you know that there's something inside of you that is very strong and very powerful, which is everything you've bottled up. And yeah, so are there better ways to unbottle that? 100%. I did it. Like, I ran into a wall like so many times. It's like I get through it. That's what I felt like when I hit this thing. And I'm saying you don't have to do that. You don't have to just run into the wall like I did. However, it is effective, I can't lie. But it was not fun. I promise you, the worst moment in my life were probably those moments in my life, which unironically were the best moments in my life, because I was able to fix everything. But I suffered. But I recommend that you start talking about your problems and what bothers you, no matter how much you don't want it to be true. Just talk about it. Like, just please talk about it. I promise you, it's the best way to get through things. Just getting it out there to yourself, in front of a mirror, in front of a friend, to a therapist, to your parents, and don't do it so they can know how bad you will feel or anything. You're doing it for yourself, to unbottle this of the thing I'm talking about. Okay, so my phone ran out of storage again, unfortunately. But yeah, I didn't mean to get this deep, honestly.